With springtime on the horizon, we can already start to imagine the perfect getaway. But before you book that dream rental, let's talk about something no one wants on vacation: getting scammed. It can ruin your springtime getaway worse than a sunburn, flat tire, or a tropical hurricane. Schools First Federal Credit Union will share the red flags and best moves to help you avoid money scams and that luxury rental that turns out to be a backyard shed. Here to tell us all about it is Jonathan Weston, Madison branch manager from Schools First Federal Credit Union. Hello, Jonathan.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so we're talking about vacations, it coming up, not wanting to get scammed. So let's start with the big question. How do vacation rental scams work, and what tricks do scammers use to target travelers?
So a vacation rental scam is when a scammer creates a fake post of a rental that doesn't actually exist or isn't really available. And then they'll target the travelers on the most popular websites and social media platforms by posting these stunning photos at unbelievable prices.
Yeah.
So for example, let's say you're scrolling through and you see this beautiful beachfront villa, right? And it's at half of the price that it should be going for.
Yeah.
That is a red flag that you're about to be part of a scam. Once they get their money, they're going to disappear, and you're going to be stranded without any accommodations.
Yeah, we want to be aware of that and making sure people don't fall victim to that. I mean, to your point, we all love a good deal, but what are some signs that a rental listing just might be a scam?
Well, the biggest indicator is going to be the price itself.
Yeah.
When it's priced about 30 to 40% below the average in that marketplace, that's a big red flag. There's usually going to be a large pressure to pay quickly and through unconventional payment methods, such as like a wire transfer, payment apps, or even gift cards. The listing itself may lack some detail and description, and the host that you're communicating with may be like a little reluctant to provide more information for verification.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, trust your gut. If it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't.
Alrighty, too good to be true? Probably is too.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer, because when you see those big deals, you want to believe it's true. But like you said, you have to trust your gut. What steps can travelers take to verify that a listing is actually legit?
So take some time to really research the listing itself. You can use Google to reverse image the photos and see if they were copied from another site.
Okay.
And then use some of your trusted platforms to verify the reviews on that site, right? Is there a lot of positive feedback from previous travelers? And if at all possible, try to book on a site that actually provides some type of fraud protection for your purchase.
Yeah, that's one thing I rely on: reviews. I mean, even if it's something as simple as clothes, but when it comes to a rental, going on vacation, you want to make sure people can kind of vouch for it.
Absolutely.
And if you think you have been scammed, which we don't want to happen to our viewers, but if you have, or you're thinking you might have, or at least something doesn't feel right, like you said, kind of listening to your gut, what should you do immediately?
So if you think you're being scammed, first thing, stop communication with that person immediately. And then report the listing to the website or where you found it. If you used a credit card, contact the bank that has a credit card and notify them so you can kind of get that blocked from further fraud taking place. And then, but please, make sure you file a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission or your local consumer protection agencies. The quicker you take action, the more likely you are to get some type of money back, but definitely you'll protect somebody else from being scammed.
Yeah, which we don't want to have happen. What's one last bit of advice for folks booking a rental so they can enjoy their vacation instead of worrying about fraud or being scammed?
So when you're booking your rentals, you're going to want to make sure that you are doing your due diligence, not feeling rushed into anything. These scammers, they prey on the time-sensitive,
the urgency,
the excitement. So you want to make sure that you're not letting them push you into it. Do your due diligence and double-check your bookings.
Yeah, no matter how bad you want that deal, make sure you do the research.
Absolutely.
Jonathan, thanks. Always a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you.
Of course. And to our viewers, you can visit one of the many Schools First Federal Credit Union branch locations as seen on the screen right there. And you can find out more online by going to schoolsfirstfcu.org.